क्या नाम है? अंजलि अंदर आई कुछ
विश्वाया तो आती रहती है उसके लिए घर साफ नहीं कर रही मैं
सिर्फ मेरे को पता शुरू आते हैं तो घर का साफ नहीं करे मैं हॉल में पड़ी हूँ वो मैं मेरा थंबनेल उसके घर के बोर्ड में मैं घुस जाती हूँ उसके घर अच्छा बैठ के लॉक थंबनेल उसके घर पे लॉक किया थंबनेल and they added my thumbnail she's very rich
मेरे घर पे टिंग टॉक नहीं बैल है
मैं खालू शब्द अपनी मम्मी को बोल थैंक यू बेबी बेबी मैं मिलेनियम में इनको पहले बहुत पहले क्या हमने बहुत पहले एग्जैक्टली सबसे पहले ही आ रहा था
मैं शिफ्ट हो रही हूँ कहाँ स्कूल के और पास काम नहीं आ रही ऐसे
अच्छी जगह है तो अभी तो अच्छी जगह ही रहेगी
मैं 4 माले की बिल्डिंग में रहती हूँ मैं 35 फ्लोर की बिल्डिंग में जा रही हूँ
तो बहुत छोटी है तो कुछ
मेरे को धक्का और ओपन विंडोज है एंड वो ओपन विंडोज पता नहीं क्यों मेरे वेस्ट तक आ रहे हैं सिर्फ मेरे वेस्ट तक मेरे को कोई ऐसा भी कर दे मैं डर के मारे खुद कूद जाऊँ
मेरे को मैंने खुद सोचा वो पर्सनली क्या
मेरे को
Outside the second option, something was not good.
that is plan A that plan B is something more
उसमें बस मैं पत्थर भी नहीं है it's just
पतरे भाई बेस्ट पतरे नहीं है
मेरा अपनी बिल्डिंग में पत्थर है पता है
पत्थर
के ऊपर उधर वो भी नहीं है उधर कंक्रीट है मेरा सर आपट सकता है
आपट भाई पतरे आपट
मेरे को
तो ऑर्गेनाइज आपने बोला करिए सब में तो नहीं समझ में आता आपट उससे पूछूंगी इसका मतलब
टकराना
हेलो कूल कूल कूल
ये है ना
मेरा किसी दिन अच्छा हो जाए
क्या हो रहा है?
अच्छा भी हो जाएगा वो विजिट करने भी आएगा फोन में मुंह पे मारेगा
बस पे क्या बना है तूने?
कैसे बना ओ नहीं पार्टी डेट्स में गुड देखो कितना इसको गुड
से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता क्या चल रहा है
नहीं उसे फर्क पड़ता है बस उसे एक्सप्रेस करके वो एलियन है भाई वो एलियन है
मैं भी आधी ऐसी बन
मुझे पता है बट वो पूरा ऐसा है वो पूरे डिफेक्टेड पीस है it does not know how to express his emotions
मैं अवॉइड करती हूँ
नहीं उसे आता ही नहीं है
एक खुद से हो जाता है
Don't focus there. Focus on the question aspects.
Thanks for reminding.
Still, I focus there.
No, sorry, no. I'll take it. I have a right. You're just like me. I need to do that.
I'm with me.
There are more questions.
Right there. Sound of it.
And is coming.
Once you're done with the question, should we discuss the answers? Firstly, we have yes.
He would snarl at the houses and wear his white teeth in gloves.
In order to
Scare the villagers. Terrorize the villagers.
terrorize the villagers so that
So that his territory should dominate.
sorry.
So that they won't disturb the peace of
Okay, so that they don't disturb the peace of the mighty animal. Very good.
Good thinking. बुक में लिखा है क्या?
Yeah, do mention that so that they don't disturb the peace.
So the tiger would lurk in the shadows of the tall grass in the jungle. He would
And
swiftly
hunt
move
other
across.
animals for his food.
He would swiftly move across while examining his prey, a plump deer passing by the fort.
He would hide. He would lurk in the in the shadows of the tall grass. He He would lurk in the tall grasses bhi chalega. In the forest, he would lurk in the tall grass near the watery hole. Here he would hunt. He would hide and hunt the plum, deer,
Plum deer.
plum,
Yes.
plum. हाँ, plum नहीं लिखा तो भी चलेगा. The deer. The tiger would live a life of freedom in the forest. Thus, the tiger would live a life of independence and freedom in the forest. Write that also. Life of independence and freedom in forest.
But me,
This much special.
These many. Why not this much? Why?
Countable and non-countable.
I'm
Much is for uncountable.
Ma'am, what is that? What message does?
What message does Leslie Norris? Now, in the poem, whenever it is a poem, remember the name of the poet. So, in this case, the name of the poet is Leslie Norris. So, poet के नाम याद रखना और mention the name of the poet while writing brief answers.
Yes, it was.
What will you say? What message does Leslie
Writing.
Norris give to the
Writing.
reader? Are you writing?
Yes.
Yes, everyone needs.
Independent.
Okay, be it animal or human, everyone needs their freedom, independence. Okay,
And
and
not to interrupt in the research. हाँ तो वो टाइगर को पकड़ के
okay, a human should human should respect even the wild animals and not to interfere in
Their freedom.
their freedom. Okay, और क्या? What more?
If they capture, they should build a big zoo so they can keep their.
They'll be reserved.
No.
There is a difference between zoo and reserve also.
Yes. Very
तो
big
वो
difference.
बोल रहे वो reserve है. हाँ वही.
बीएमटी से टाइगर है
तो sarcastic way में बोल रहा था पकड़ने को बड़ा टीम.
No. Zoo should not be the option for anyone.
No, that was that.
देखो जेल में
Maybe that natural wildlife does not require surveillance or needs to be captured. That's something she wants to talk about. She mentioned about patrolling cars and people like visiting the tigers. She wants to talk about how we may not need to supervise these animals at all times. We can let them in their own habitat, and if we don't disturb them, probably they would have a better life.
Yeah. She's drawing
A
a
comparison.
comparison between the life in the wild and life in the zoo. So here, he may be protected, may be fed on time, but he still would not enjoy his life in the cage. In the forest,
And not even protected. But protected.
he's protected in the zoo, no?
Nobody can bring an animal inside of a zoo, inside of a cage.
They are fed on time and they are protected. But in spite of that, that is not the life they want to live. Though they are fed on time and they are protected. What did I say?
they do not. You said that these animals, they are kept safe, protected, and fed on time. However, they would live. They would probably lead a better life in their natural habitat.
They would prefer. Should I dictate this answer?
No,
No, ma'am, will write.
Will you write on your own? So
No.
write. Should I write the points at least?
no. This will be cheating, man.
Why?
And who don't know the answer will copy that.
So at least we'll know the answer now.
Both human and animals.
We are.
Cherish freedom.
तू बताना चाहते कि दूसरे को ऊपर
Yes.
अच्छा अच्छा
People and everything.
If freedom cannot be bargained at any cost, write that line either in the beginning or in the end. That's the main message here.
Freedom cannot be purchased by money.
Freedom cannot be bargained.
She wants to answer for
चीटिंग हो जाएगा चीटिंग
अभी आ गया
चीटिंग करता है
Okay, all of you copy this answer.
Yes, okay, ma'am.
Can I write this again?
No, you can add these points. If you have written, good.
I've not written these exact
Ma'am,
points.
only
I'll
this many
the
questions.
answer.
Yeah.
only this many questions
Is Leslie Norris a male or a female?
Leslie
Female.
should be a female.
What a silly
मोबाइल पे
question.
सर्च कर
Not
It's a male.
It's a male. It can be a male also.
No, is it a female?
Yeah.
होता है
मेरी कॉन्टेक्ट में क्लास में ही है
हमारे क्लास हमारे स्टैंडर्ड में बहुत प्यार करने लड़के जो खुद को लेडी डॉग समझती है
हो गया
सच्ची
तेरे
में
क्लास में भी है
वो तेरी क्लास में ना तू बहुत बहुत उल्टी
हम बबलर के बारे में
देखो मेरे लोग हैं उसको इसको
what is that word before freedom
Where?
before holding
Cherish.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, one side, please. Yes.
नहीं खाने वाले में लगी
मेरी क्लास में लगेगा
वो
नहीं इसी बार
हाँ इसी वाले
अबे नहीं लगेगा ठंडी
एक
अरे इधर
no, it's 2 minutes.
You become money, I will not. I will be
it is your
Answer, please.
no.
No. Hey, Mukund, don't talk to you.
I'm just bond already too fast.
आगे बैठ जाओ आगे बैठ जाओ
ऑलरेडी आगे
एक
इतनी गर्मी लग रही है तो आगे बैठ जाओ
You right.
तो इसका ऐसे मतलब
नहीं कहीं से और ठंड लगती है
हाँ then what AC बंद करो fan start
तू आगे एक्टिवेट कर दो
नहीं नहीं शाम को तुमने मेरे ऑलरेडी अरे आगे सुनूंगी तुम
this is
अरे
AC
बस ये
It's not bad.
हमें दोनों
दोनों remote है। एक चालू कर दे।
एक चालू है।
पीछे वाला
ये वाला वो
ये वो वाला चालू।
मैम को रिमोट में अंदर है मैम प्लीज नो मैम
एक AC तो
एक तो होना चाहिए
हाँ।
भाई, एक तो होना चाहिए। फैंस भी बंद है, एसी भी बंद है।
मैम को पीछे वाला बटन दिखाना है आगे वाला ऑन करना है
मुझे एनी और ठंड लगने वाली है
आगे वाला तो
Nothing is gonna help.
मैम
1%.
मैम साइड में
पर मैं उस साइड जाके नहीं बैठूंगी
जी ये वाला
अब मैं आपके सर पे बैठ
अरे मतलब मैम पीछे बहुत वाला
बस इतने बस
क्या क्या कौन ये क्या हो
मैम गाली दे रहा है मैम गाली दे रहा है
हम गाली से आपके सामने दिया था।
मैं बुरा नहीं सुनती।
अभी गांधी जी का तीसरा मंत्र मैं ना बोला सुनता हूँ ना बुरा बोलता हूँ मैं तो बुरा देखता भी नहीं इसलिए भी मेरे पास देखता भी नहीं
इतने सारे किए।
बोल मत दक्षता जी के जाते हैं
तब इधर आके बैठ जा ठंडी गरम लग रहा है
sophisticated
Sophisticated.
सुबह मुझे
रोटा में
दोनों पौधा
in coming
मैं
Wrote the answer?
no
The last question.
पूरे गर्मी लगी आगे बैठ
wait
इधर बैठ इसलिए सच में गर्मी।
अभी चुपचाप बैठ के लिख आंसर पहले। यहाँ ठंडी है, वहाँ गर्मी है।
इसको टाइम लगेगी।
Write the answer. Whatever you say gets recorded. You know, na? Everybody can hear.
हम क्या करें
Did you write the answer?
Mom, completely answer. Completely. I don't know.
हेलो, जो बोर्ड पे लिखा है वो पहले लिख दो।
बस उतना ही लिखना है।
नहीं उसमें हो
तुम बस इतना तो लिखो और लर्न करो।
हाँ, बाकी सब खुद से लिखो।
वेरी गुड। ये लास्ट आंसर
मेरे को गर्मी लग रही है। ये चीजें बैठ खूब गरम हो चुके हैं।
क्यों someone who can't speak Marathi will stay offended.
I speak Marathi
I also speak I sound
Very
Marathi is
nice.
good
You speak Marathi, still offended. मैं पढ़ के सुनाऊँ, please.
मराठी का मुद्दा है
Let's be honest with this beautiful poet. Between the life of a tiger in concrete cells of the zoo and the natural habitat. Wesley thinks pose a very important concern for capturing animals. However, these animals are protected, well fed and supervised, but they would be far happier in their natural habitat. Both humans and animals cherish freedom. Freedom cannot be bargained at any cost. Tiger in the cage is confined and escapes the cage. He would be a different animal in the forest where he could roam freely in long grass and hunt a deer and live a life of freedom and respect.
good
This point offensive. I was good.
that's what I meant to do
Yes, it is. You want midnight?
Yes.
We will do the next one. Slide, first slide.
Oh, my ball poem.
It will come in half year.
Yeah.
half yearly.
Wow, this is
half
tough.
yearly.
PT1.
तो समझती मार्क्स है हमें 850 मार्क का एग्जाम है 850 मार्क का एग्जाम
हमारा प्लीज
हमारे क्लास टेस्ट कुछ हफ्ते होते हैं
Finish writing.
उधर जाने गए लेकिन वो ठंडी लग गई।
बीच में बैठे.
नहीं मैं फ्रेंड से मिल सकता हूँ।
Quite the opposite. ठंड ज्यादा ट्रेवल होती है
हम राजस्थान में तो उल्टा चल
तो वही तो हमारा लॉजिक ही नहीं कर रहा
ये सब दलाते सब सही मेरा पैसे नहीं वहाँ पे ठंडी में तो सही मेरा पैसे
ये सुबह से धूप से
ये मेरे पैसे
अच्छे पैसे हो रहा है
Keep hurry things. Keep showing.
हाँ बट ये वापस से ये रिटर्न में आया
I wrote a very nice answer.
तुमने लिया लिखा तुमने लिखा आंसर. Should we go to the next lesson?
यस
Did you write? You want to read the answer?
Yes, I am very proud of.
Okay. You read. After that, you will get to it. अभी जिससे बात किया ना मेरा एक चेंज करने की तो याद है. 1 minute.
Leslie Norris, through this beautiful poem, A Tiger in the Zoo, tries to draw a comparison between the life of a tiger in concrete cells of a zoo as compared to his natural habitat. Leslie brings forth the very important concern of capturing animals. However, these animals are protected, well fed, and supervised, but they would be far happier in their natural habitat. Both humans and animals cherish freedom. Freedom cannot be bargained at any cost. Tiger in the cage is confined and is filled with rage. He would be a different animal in the forest where he could roam freely in long grass, can hunt a deer, and live life of freedom and respect.
Would you like
Both
to
human
read?
and
Now,
animals
yeah.
freedom.
But do mention the name of the poem. I did not, but I told you. But remember, when you write in the exam, do mention the name of the poet. Okay, girls?
Yes.
Yeah, read.
I'm not reading that.
Okay, अभी you know what? ये जो है ना, ये एक standard answer. You think that this is a standard answer and just by heart this, because you realize for poems there is one answer which you can repeat and write for more or less any answer.
Just remember one long answer.
Yes,
and write
yes.
small answers.
So I'll give you one question. No, orally, Raja, orally. Just to understand that how you can put these lines, these sentences only for most of the answers.
Yes.
Men should not go against nature by putting wild animals in the cages. Discuss with reference to the poem. The question is, men should not go against nature by putting wild animals in cages.
Both human
Escape,
and animals cherish
discuss
freedom cannot be bargained.
With reference to the poem.
As we see.
Yeah. So in the poem, Tiger in the Zoo,
Leslie
Doris says, more or less you will write the whole thing same. I'll give you one more question. Give contrasting pictures of the tiger in his natural habitat and in the locked cage of the zoo. How does he feel and behave differently at both the places? What will you write? Question 4. What will you write? Question 4. Read the question.
Give
contrasting pictures of tiger. I just wrote that. And I read it.
Don't read the answer given. Just read the question and try to tell me how will you write. कुछ समझा मैंने क्या बोला?
हाँ क्वेश्चन पढ़ेगा
हाँ तुम्हारे पास बुक नहीं है. Page 220. Question पढ़ना. Question 4 पढ़ना. Still question and then tell me how will you write the answer.
How many marks are there?
4 marks.
It's good.
Did you read the 4th question? भाई मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ? Children, what am I saying? I'm asking orally. Read the question. Tell me how will you frame the answer.
In the natural habitat of tiger is to roam around the jungle, hide in the bushes, long grass and hunt the animals. But over here, it's not like that.
Okay, while when the tigers are kept in the cage,
It's like alone in the cage, whole cage. And
they are filled with rage, they are angry,
Ma'am, एक
though they are fed with.
that was a raw guy answer.
Though he is fed on time and protected from the danger, he is unhappy.
like he's unhappy because we don't have this whole freedom to roam around.
And then ये सारा ही लिखना है. Then you write both humans and animals cherish freedom. Understood? So yes, he learns this answer. So you
Yes, they both are.
Good question. Let's figure it out.
Good question. Very good question.
As Dora the Explorer, I would like to ask.
you understood whatever I said. You understood what I said. You are framing the answer.
Bas
Why?
In natural habitat, tigers can live freely, they can hunt, they can roam around. It's a big area. Plus, yeah, they have species, their own species in species of the same kind. There are no tigers in the forest because in the cages, and whereas in the zoo, they have different cages for each animal, so they don't have their companion. Then the food they have given are already they don't have to hunt for it.
I'll give you 3 marks. I've lost track. You get 1 mark. Okay?
Pointers, no, I was saying pointers.
The thing is, I told you.
Don't drag along one sentence. for
Yes.
too long.
Come to the point immediately. Contrast bola. Write 2 lines about the forest. Write 2 lines about the 2 to 3 lines how he is filled with rage, though fed on time. No, तुम companion कहीं तो घूम गए poem में. This is not story writing. This is answer. So don't get lost in your answer. Therefore, I told you this is standard. Pick out these lines. Learn by heart these points, by heart these sentences. Use the same sentences in the answer. I hope I'm making sense. So, ध्यान दे रहे हो ना? Only then, I'm asking everyone. You throw the same lines. तुम्हारी creativity की जरूरत नहीं है. वहाँ पे standard answers की जरूरत है. Okay? So therefore, this is one big 5 lines by heart this. फिर अपना मसाला आगे पीछे भर देना. But learn this answer. Even for the previous poem, I had given you similar one. लेकिन जब मैंने check किया तो इसके book में कुछ नहीं था, इसके book में कुछ नहीं था. आज लिखा है. Have you all written it? Have you written this answer? For this poem, I'm repeating again by heart some of these sentences. Okay.
We repeated it enough times that I've learned.
Vedant, got it? Vedant, got it? Got it?
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Should we go to the next lesson now?
Footprints without.
So Marathi आहे.
I just choose which book?
सारा मराठी आहे.
Mana kande sara. Mana kande. I'll give you 10 bucks if you say no. Sara, I'll give you 10 if you take your answer back. No.
सारा yes सारा. What is it?
First flight.
मराठी आहे.
Hey,
People मराठी आहे.
That's what Mana kande. 50 रुपए ज्यादा होते
Now you put it.
खरीदने के बोलते हैं।
मैम बुक मैम पेज
हाँ, सही है, मैम, ये सही है।
मैम मैम रॉन्ग बुक
बोल
दिस इज फर्स्ट साइड
Two stories about flight.
what's the second पानी निकाल
What?
Speaking in Australian accent. Or Lord.
So from back to life.
Do we have someone? Oh, Samadrita has not come today.
Samadrita, when you call Kata. Or Lord. Or Lord. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Naisha.
No, nothing. What's the meaning of Naisha? Something special. Oh,
She's a
that is in. Two stories about flight. And the first one is about his first flight.
We've done this in 8th grade. Hazel में से कराया था, याद है?
Yes, one. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. So now, first flight. So that in this, if you have already done this lesson, then you know it's a story about this young bird who's trying to or who's learning to fly.
Is this book still kept up?
Not really, or I really don't know. I'm not in the position to give this answer. I really don't know why this is first flight and the name of the story is first flight.
It's not first flight. He's first flight.
So this is his bird. This bird, a young bird, he's learning to take a flight, to fly on the ocean, on the sea. And since he has not tried that, he has to really muster his courage to take that first step. It is you can compare it with when you learn to cycle without those supporting wheels. Yeah, when those supporting wheels are removed and when you have to ride on your own and you realize there's nobody behind, you just lose your balance. This is that is at the because you don't know how you learn to walk, because that's such a natural process for us, or running is a natural process, you don't remember, but cycling, that is something you had to learn. So it is I don't know how many of you remember, but then how scared you were. No, brilliant, because many usually feel scared, and then the first time it is so difficult, you think that you will never learn the balancing, but then somehow you do, somehow you learn. It's 2-3 days or 5 days or 6 days, each one takes their own time. Same year, his brothers, his sisters, brothers, they all learned it very quickly. They mustered the courage very quickly and they learned to fly on the sea. Exactly. But then but some of you may have taken longer. Some take 2 days, 3 days to learn cycling. Some take even 10-15 days, and even then they are not confident. But then You just need to go on practicing. You just need that push. Most of the times, what you need is confidence to do many things. Tomorrow, after a few years, you learn driving, and first time when you try to do it, that also will be very difficult. You realize how will you remember so many things?
No, so what's so many?
It's easy, very easy. Just keep back and like.
Yeah, we know.
The car.
Yes.
Just what?
Car to drive.
How?
Automatic.
So if you have an automatic, even then,
Manual is easy.
Yes. Only clutch
Manual आने की
क्या होता है कि सिर्फ क्लच का क्या होता है?
Automatic है.
अच्छा तू बोल के रखा कि 5 पे क्लच जाना तो क्लच से चेंज करेगा.
you have to तुमको क्लच ही दबाना पड़ेगा. One minute. क्योंकि उसके बिना तेरा गियर मूव ही नहीं होगा.
क्लच नहीं दबाना पड़ेगा.
क्या
छोड़ना रहता है कि गियर को पार्शली गियर को बंद करना पड़ता है. और जैसे गाड़ी का स्पीड 50 कम करते हैं गियर चेंज करके उड़ाना पड़ता है. आपको बहुत गुजरात हाईवे पे गए सब लोग इसको क्वालिटी के सीख वेरी अच्छी बात है.
अच्छी बात नहीं है. It's not, you're not 18.
It's illegal.
Illegal. I know.
चला नहीं आती है ऐसे.
You're not allowed to learn it till you're 18. Driving schools पे तुमको ऐसे it's only for 2 meters.
हम 16 पे टूर
But not for me.
हम तो 5 दिन
Let me tell you, none of this that you're talking about is some heroic thing that you're doing. You're not supposed to learn till you're 18.
Yeah, we are lucky.
We are lucky. We are learners.
It will rain.
What does that mean?
We are very good scooty active.
Ma'am, it's a name of a person.
Okay. Let's read the lesson. What I was trying to say is when you're trying to learn something new, it is always difficult. Many times, even if you know technically how to do it, you don't end up doing it because you lack confidence. So many things are gained or done better with time and with confidence. So this little bird, it's a story of this little bird who lacked confidence, was not sure whether he'd be able to fly, and then when he actually, or how he musters courage, what happens is the story. He needed that push, and who gives that push? Yes, sometimes, most of the times it's the need. It's the need. Many times you'll realize that it's the need which gives you that courage to go ahead in life. His first flight. You want to read?
No.
You all get chance. I gave you chance. He did not get. I gave you chance to give the answers. Naisha, you also did not get chance. Did you? Okay.
I did not
His first flight. Vedan?
Yes.
Both Vedan. Pay attention.
People was alone on his life. His two brothers and sisters had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little step forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down to fight down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away to a little hole under the ledge where he slept at night.
Okay, so ledge is this, you can say that this narrow piece of wall-like mountain. Okay, the mountain wall. So he's on the ledge, and the huge sea starts from there. Now he has seen his brothers and sister, take a flight and fly on the water. He runs, goes to the end, looks down, and he sees this great expanse of sea stretched ahead. It's also very, very deep down. And he's not able to muster the courage to fly because he's not confident whether his wings will be strong enough to fly across the sea. So he goes back into the hole where he had slept, under the ledge where he slept or spent the entire night.
Even when each of his brothers and little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away. He failed to muster up courage to take the plunge which appeared to him so desperate. His father and mother had come around, calling him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his legs unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move.
He could not move. If he had seen his brother, his younger sister, whose feathers were actually smaller than his, had also ran to till the edge, flapped their wings, and had started flying. His father came around, scolded him, encouraged him, but for the life of him, he could not move. He just had this great fear of failing, falling. He just could not move and attempt to fly. Okay, Naisha, read. That was 24 hours ago.
That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all days, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them in their art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. He had, in fact, seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it standing on a rock while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice.
That was well. Now they were all forcing him, encouraging him. He saw his brothers and sister take a flight, and all that happened almost 24 hours ago. Because everybody tried to push him, but he was not ready to do it. So they all gave up on him. They all ignored him. They all took a flight, and he just sat there and saw how his father taught them to fly, how taught them to take a dive, catch a fish from the ocean. He actually saw his older brother dive into the water, catch a herring, that's the name of a fish, and devour it. Enjoy the fish. He sat there. And the parents also circled around them. They clapped and they cheered for him. They were praising the children for they were so bold and they were doing so well. They all got down at a plateau. They took a walk and completely ignored him. And once in a while, they looked at him and probably, said words for his being coward. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the sun. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Because now the sun was ascending in the sky, blazing on the ledge. He had not eaten since the previous nightfall. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden behind his wing, he closed one eye, then the other. He went to the ledge, closed his eye, his one leg and pretended to be falling asleep. He went in the leg and pretended he's falling asleep. So that the parents might feel array corner pe hai, edge pe hai, he will fall and they will come to help him and somebody will come there to give him company. He was left there alone. Others had learned to fly. They were on the plateau. They were on the ocean, on the sea. They were having good time. They were learning to dive, catch a fish. So he tried different things so that somebody will give attention to him. Still, they took no notice of him. Now, read.
And he pretended to be falling asleep. Still took no notice of him. He saw his two brothers and his sisters lying on the plateau dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. His father was preening the feathers of his white back. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on a plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now and again she tore at a piece of a fish that lay at her feet and then scratched each side of her beak on the straw. The sight of the food maddened him. Yeah,
Maddened him.
How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it.
Okay. So, he came at the edge. At least somebody will take notice of him and they'll come. But nobody paid attention. He saw his brother and sister. They were also lying on the plateau and they were dozing, sleeping. He saw his father was cleaning his feathers. His mother, she was sitting on the plateau and she was actually tearing at a piece of fish and she was enjoying fish. And that made him very, very angry. Why did that make him angry?
But they're not noticing.
Because they were not noticing him.
Because
They were
starving for more than 24
Because he
hours.
was starving. He was hungry. He had not
And all
eaten
were
anything.
And all were enjoying.
And the mother was eating the fish. And therefore, he was mad and he was angry that they are enjoying, they're eating food. He says how he would have loved to tear food that way and scraping at the beak and now and again to wet it. Like they sharpen their beak, they brush against the beak against maybe the wood or a stone and they sharpen their beak and then break the pieces of the fish. Ga, 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 he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Started making that sound, and he was actually asking her to get the food. What was the reply?
She ignored it.
Okay, read.
Go for it.
Yeah, go Koala.
Aga. He tried begging her to bring him some.
But
Bola. She screamed back derisively. What was that?
She screamed back derisively.
Derisively.
Derisively means angrily. She must have given 2-3 bad words. You loser, good for nothing, sit there. Derisively.
But he kept calling playfully. And after a minute and so he uttered a joyful scream his mother had.
Okay, but he kept calling plaintively. But he kept saying, please, please, I'm hungry. I need that fish. So, and then he uttered a joyful scream. Kept begging, please, please, please. And then suddenly he uttered a joyful scream. Why? Read.
His mother had picked up a piece of fish and was trying across to him with it. He leaned down, eagerly tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get near to her as she flew across. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted, her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost within the reach of his beak. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, and then, maddened by hunger, he died at the fish with a loud scream. He fell outward and downward into space. Then a monstrous terror seized him, and his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards. The wind rushed against his breast feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring casually downwards and upwards.
Okay. So this is the very important part of the story. He kept asking his mother, requesting his mother for food. And suddenly he gave a joyful scream. Why? Because he saw his mother flying towards him. So she flew towards him. She flew across, but when she was just opposite him, she stopped flapping her wings. And he was happy that she's so close, but she was not close enough for him to take the piece of that fish from her mouth. He was very angry that she just stopped there. He was on the edge. She stopped here. There was a piece of fish in her mouth. He was extremely hungry as he had not eaten. Because he was so angry, he dived at her beak to take the fish, and he realized he started going down. When he started going down, he was suddenly gripped with fear. He was suddenly gripped with fear because he thought he's falling. And then, out of fear, he started flapping his wings. And he started flapping his wings. He says that terror seized him, his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted for a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards. The wind rushed against his breast feathers under his stomach, and basically, he started flying without realizing. So he could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring gradually downwards and outwards. Out of fear, he started flapping his wings, and he realized he had spread his wings, and now he was going downwards and onwards. He was not soaring high, but he was going downwards and outwards. He just felt. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. He was not afraid, he felt a little dizzy. Okay, read. No textbook, then don't read. Read.
He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga, 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 ga.
His mother swooped past him.
Her wings making a loud noise, he answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him, curvating and banking and soaring and diving.
Okay, so they were like flying, jumping in there, whatever they can do in the air. They were curvating, banking, soaring, and diving.
Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly, and commanded himself to die and soar and curve, shrieking
Shrilly. He was so happy that he forgot that he did not know how to fly. Now he was diving, soaring, curving, and he was screaming with joy in a loud voice, in the shrill voice.
He was near the sea now, flying straight overhead, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little villages moving over it, and he turned his brake sideways and purred amusedly.
Amusedly. Now he saw all the ocean, the entire ocean spread ahead of him. And since he could do many things now, he could also see different, he could see ridges, he could see water, he turned his beak sideways and he with great joy.
It's a big side.
Yeah.
Demonstration.
Demonstrating, yes, without realizing. Vedant, continue.
Yes. His parents. His parents and brothers and sisters had landed on this green glory ahead of him. They were
Beckoning to him. Beckoning means calling.
beckoning to him, calling, shrill,
Yes. Shrill voice. Shrill means very harsh. Shrill voice.
He dropped his leg to stand on a green sea. Green sea?
When he dropped his legs to stand on the green sea, the water looks green.
His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. But he was tired and weak with hunger, and he would not rise, exhausted by the strange exercise. His feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank
No farther.
No farther.
Yes.
Father.
Father.
He cannot drown. Father can't
No farther. He was floating on
मतलब
it.
उसके आगे वो नीचे नहीं गया.
Duck है. Pigeon तो नहीं है.
Hello, it's a seagull. It's a seagull. It's a bird.
It's
It's
floating on it. It's a pigeon.
every bird. Hello, every.
ये तो बोलेगा
Hello, seagull. It's a
Seagull.
seagull.
Not eagle, seagull.
He was
He
floating
was
on it.
floating on it, and around him, his family was screaming, piercing him, and their beaks were offering him scrap of dogfish. He had made his first flight.
So now, yeah. Go.
Not fish, dogfish. Okay.
Dogfish is the name of a fish. There is cowfish. There is dogfish. You understood the last para?
Yes.
Understood the last para? They now got down on the
See.
sea. He was not sure whether he'll be able to stand on the water the way they could. So he first touched his feet, got scared, he tried to fly again, but he was so tired that he could not fly. So he touched and suddenly he saw his feet were sinking. He got scared, but he let it go down. When he went down, when the water touched his belly, he realized that he was floating. He did not go any farther. He did not go any more deep.
Father.
And then he
Now it's a
started floating.
It's a further.
No, it's farther. Farther. Further means to go
Further,
ahead.
F-U-T-H.
And to go farther means go still below. To go below and to go ahead. Further is ahead. Farther is far. Did not go beyond that. He was floating on it, and then his brothers and sister kept feeding him. Which fish?
The black
Dogfish.
arrow.
That's a very
We
cute
can do this chapter.
lesson.
The black arrowhead.
सब बस पढ़ लेंगे.
चैप्टर लगे.
Can you go to washroom? Go.
The two languages.
Hey.
First line. First line. The two flying flight.
His first line, right?
Wait, अच्छा उसको ये पढ़ लिया. First line पता है? मैं ऊपर का पढ़ा. तो first line नहीं बोला. First line आया line. Line क्या है?
फिश का नाम क्या था? फिश का वेरिएंट
हाँ, fish का नाम क्या था? ये बोला था
Dog
डॉग फिश
Nice. Stop.
मेरे को पता है मैं बोल सकता हूँ
सी का
बर्ड का
कलर
नाम है
नहीं सीगल
सी का
Seagull.
कलर कौन सा था?
हैं
सी का कलर कौन सा था?
ये पागल है
हाँ हाँ सेम का कलर क्या था ग्रीन था
मैं चैप्टर बता सकता हूँ ये हाँ इसके फर्स्ट रेट करें ये डर अरे बोल रहा हूँ ना
सी का
अस्मत इंग्लिश पढ़ जाएगी
You speak.
You speak.
You speak.
let me speak
हाँ.
क्या बोला
अरे तुम
I am explaining wait हाँ वही ठीक है पूरा फैमिली रहता है
No.
In English.
English.
your family was there
Yes.
like
Family of seagulls. Yes.
his father was teaching them how to dive
And
and fly
yes, perfect.
all his brother and sister easily
Yeah.
learned to how to fly
How to fly or take a flight.
but this is
Yes.
Seagull.
But this
but
seagull,
this seagull was scared
Yeah.
scared
was scared.
of life and he did not know how to
He was not
he
confident
was
enough
not confident enough.
to fly.
His father and all his brother and sister were forcing him to dive
And to fly.
how to fly. But after some time, they started ignoring him. They all were having fun and enjoying. Whereas this
Arey, forget me. Let him tell
was
you.
it? Gaga.
Galaga girl ka.
Kabola.
Then he started crying, but no one was paying attention to him.
He did not
He
cry.
cried. He cried. You cried.
And then I cried.
Arey, yeah. गुस्सा आया he was angry
Then why was he angry? What did he
because
do?
no one was paying attention to him.
And
All were enjoying whereas he was not able to enjoy with them.
okay, and he got angry because he was hungry. And what did he see?
What is this?
What is this?
What did he see?
His mother bringing a fish and he was very angry. So he Seagull was hungry.
Next, I cried.
Now,
आधा तो बात है खाली irrigation frame नहीं है.
okay. Now you know what? I'll ask the objectives. I will ask only once. If you fail to answer, you have to write it in your note. We'll start with you. Last bench.
Can I start?
You want to start?
Question MCQ no? Question answers.
MCQ.
I can start.
Should we start with you?
Yes.
What did the young seagull feel about his wings? They are too heavy. They are too light. They would never support him. They are perfect.
C.
Yeah. Vedant, pay attention. Pick the word in the extract that means the same as on the verge. Okay? Ledge,
Edge.
ledge, bring, flap, bend. Ledge.
Edge बोला तू.
Ledge.
Edge बोला तू.
I'm different question. They answer it.
They are.
Define it. Then count the first one.
If I anyone like that.
Why was the whole family taunting the young seagull? For his foolish act, for his lying, for his cowardice, for his bravery.
C. Forest.
Okay. Next.
I am.
Which word? Now, your turn is done.
The brave, not brave, the
Which word in the extract means the same as consume? Hoarding, cackle, cliff, devour.
B. B.
What does his cowardice in the extract signify? Courage of flight, weakness of wings, fear of flying, act of running. Yeah.
From these two.
These two?
Yeah, I'll come there.
Okay.
I am also regarding
I explained the chapter.
nice explanation.
The phrase
I explained.
bent his beak is used to denote sadness. Yes. The word plunge does not correspond to, does not correspond. You talk, you'll have to write that answer. Yeah, whoever is talking. The word plunge does not correspond to dive, drop, ascend, immerse. Sorry? Sorry?
So you tell the meaning, then you tell the answer. Should I answer this?
Yeah.
It is not the meaning.
Immerse means to go inside.
So when I get another chapter, the question is
The term in the extract that means to gather is desperate, plunge, muster up, bring.
Muster up.
Okay. Green flooring ahead of him. What was the green flooring? The plain, the houses, the grass, the sea.
C.
Yes, correct answer.
So option C or C?
See, someone says see.
What was the young seagull's reaction when he stood on the green floor of the sea? He was scared, he was happy, he was scared, he was sad, he was bemused.
Amused.
Amused.
Was he
He
amused?
was scared.
He was scared.
He was scared.
Ma'am, you told her he was obviously the water. He thought he would
You
immerse in
ignored.
the water, not
You please.
amused in the water.
Please,
That's
please,
it.
please, call it.
We always go now you write.
Right.
Did you do other
Sarah.
Sarah.
Perfect.
You'll have to write the answer.
Yeah. Yeah. 3 times.
Yeah, चुप ना.
Shouting at early morning.
Not early morning.
Only one sentence.
Don't like.
Why then? Like good. जीरो का शिविर में ये मैं किधर डाल दिया
No, no.
हां शिविर
Why I don't understand this.
That is no.
मेरे को
Okay.
अरे मैं बोला
बीच में बोलेगा क्या नहीं बोलता हूँ.
शिविर सब रिकॉर्ड होता है
You know what? I excuse him for
I
certain
did only.
Okay, I did not hear. I did not hear. You heard.
We all heard.
Okay, you all heard. You did not hear. 1 minute. Let's calm down. But I will excuse only one person.
I also did.
I'm just warning.
I also did not hear. I also did. I did.
And this warning is for everyone.
You know Shirima.
Better not. Okay. He could not rise. Choose the option. Any question? Did they ask that question?
Yes. Our school loves silly MCQs. They're very cute to read during exams. Very much.
Yes. What word in the extract means inviting? Whose turn it is? Mukund. What word in the extract means inviting? Shrilly, beckoning, exhausted, flapping. Which word means inviting? Option
B.
B. Beckoning. Beckoning means to call. Beckoning means. Sorry?
You have been beckoning at that period.
So beckon means to call. By which word does screamed not correspond to? Yelled, shout, whispered, shriek. Which word does not? Which word does screamed not correspond to? He gave us.
Now can I give the answer?
No, it's my turn.
How come it's your turn every turn every
It's
time?
okay, main person.
Why was the young seagull alone on his ledge? Who's reading the answer?
Me!
Then because all his siblings and mother and father knew how to fly and they had flew away.
Had flown away.
Had flown away, leaving him alone on the edge because he did not know how to.
He did not.
New.
No.
No. Sorry, because
You have to take grammar also.
Anurag would have cried if
because of
you
being my but trusted me.
Anurag would have shed a few tears on this.
Who?
Did not know. Did not know.
Did not.
Did not.
No.
Did not.
No.
Did
I
not.
was knowing this.
Did not know.
Yeah, but you don't use it. You constantly speak wrong.
Well, I don't speak. I mean,
Did
because
not
of that,
know.
I also one because of that, everyone is spreading my because
Hello.
Because you
Just simply needling him.
Maybe like knowing of Anurag, mom, he is that sounds everyone.
is similar to needle.
Anurag is needed.
No.
He can know everything. नहीं वो इतना passionate थी दुनिया की सबसे छोटी चीज पे argue करता था ना. Half of the class he was just like, but what come in this sentence, ma'am? No put, no this, no that. Who had time? He would question the answer to a question that has been answered. No, by all subjects.
These are focus.
He would question the answer for a question that has been answered.
Yes, I got it.
नहीं बस
No, it is same as that gaga.
Okay.
Yo,
I tried.
Yo, right.
Don't try.
it's okay, yo, ready. Everyone gets a chance. And your first time.
Okay, 1 minute.
Simple.
Go, बच्चे का आवाज नहीं निकलता.
Did he have? Okay. Did our seagull have shorter wings than his brothers and sisters?
No, he did not have any shorter wings.
Correct.
Brothers and bigger than others.
Correct.
पता है.
Come.
And he has to sit in middle.
Middle in between.
Don't be Anurag, please. I'll pay you.
We began to.
What fear prevented him from flying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fear of height.
कहाँ पे लिखा है fear of height?
Fear to fly.
Fear of flying, no?
He would fell down.
Fear of falling down?
And it's
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is not parliament. Parliament, same. Oh, it's like Phillies.
You got the message?
No.
Message मिल गया?
No, नहीं.
नहीं मिला?
Message unclear.
Parliament चल रहा है.
Parliament.
Okay, write this question.
No, it's 2 minutes.
One question. Okay. Next. One last question.
Okay.
Good job. He was scared that his wings will not support him. What did he see his parents doing?
Some of his parents teach his brother and sister different things like about flying, turning over, going down, coming up.
Okay. And they were perfecting their art of.
Their art of flying.
What did he see his older brother doing? I did not ask you anything. What did he see his older brother doing?
No, ma'am, I know. Diving for the and catching the fish.
Catch the fish. What is the name of the fish?
Dogfish.
It was a different name. It was something
Oh,
called
eggs कुछ तो था.
No, herring.
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 Herring. Good.
I was repeating.
Remember, he'll write that answer next time. Next time is on Thursday.
You ignored me.
Not my own.
I will not.
1 minute.
I don't know.
Who stays next to your house?
All of them. All of them.
Yes. You?
Will you make a call?
Why? Who's this?
No, him.
You don't bring books.
Both the books next time.
I
Next
can
time
call
is
you.
just Thursday.
I will call family number. अरे मैं तो तेरे घर में ही आता हूँ सर.
Important छोड़ के.
Please excuse me.
एग्जाम अभी पेगा.
Maybe sorry.
हाँ. अभी क्यों?
Get both the books.
I bring it. And the 3 volumes.
असं पण तुझं काही हे नाही मतलब नाही एक्झाम देऊ सगळं बघून आलायस तू
नाही
आता कॉपी पेस्ट करशील
दुसरा पेपर दे मग.
दुसरा पेपर देऊ
टेस्ट सिरीज नाही ना
टेस्ट सिरीजचा देऊ मतलब काय तू कोचिंग आहेस तुला पण टेस्ट सिरीजचा पेपर कशाला देऊ
पण टॉपिक सेम आहे ना
अरे पण तू बघायचं ना ऑनर्सशी द्यायचा
आम्ही बघितलंच नाही पेपर नाही
एवढं पण तुझं धुतलेलं नाही